is a war. Gangs against gangs. As in a war, the casualties mount every week. Nearly 3,000 people killed and 15,000 wounded since 1980. Since 1980. Since 1980. Since 1980.
Monster, when it comes to gang history research, your book is the reference Bible. A lot of other people out here try to take credit for being the ones who kicked off this research and gang history, but I give it to you.
Thank you. I appreciate that, man, because but you know, I'm rich.
I want to ask this though: have you got any blowback from anybody over that book, face to face? You know, we hear stuff on the internet.
The closest I ever got to anybody saying anything remotely in question in my book was your homeboy Kill Rock. And he was talking to me through the vent. He was next door to me. We were in Delano, and I was coming through on my way back to Pelican Bay, and Kill Rock was my neighbor. So he got me in the vent. He said, "Hey, Monster, let me talk to you, man." I said, "What's up?" He said, "Hey, homie, I really don't know you. You know what I'm saying? I read some of your stuff." He said, I don't think you should have wrote all that in the book." And I said, homie, I've been shot 7 times. I done killed like 15 people for the hood. I done been in jail all my life. Who's to say I can't write about my life and the destruction I caused and the hurt I'm in? And the homie said, ask him. He said, damn, I never even thought about it like that. He said, man, I appreciate that, man. And that was it. But here's the thing, this is what I tell young cats. The Crips are not the Masons. The Crips are not the Mexican Mafia. The Crips are above ground street gang. You're not even watching too many videos if you think you Don Corleone. And you know, every time you step off the corner, there's a car come by and you say that they're going to feds. You ain't stealing nothing but bicycles, man. I don't think the feds is after you. If that's the feds, they're looking for me. Let's get out the way. Little homie talking about the feds. Man, make the fuck out the way. It's Mr. Johnson down the street. What I'm saying is, sometimes we inflate our egos, man. And we use reductionism. We simplify things. And everything, man, this is what I learned at 56, man. There ain't no black and white. Everything is 50 shades of gray. She captured that fucking concept in that book. She was freaky as a motherfucker.
And look, there's one story that's been going around the gang world for the past 20, 25 years.
That's it.
And I want to ask you about it.
That's it.
Because we asked the other guy about it, now we're going to ask you.
That's it.
Has there ever been a one-on-one squabble between Monster Kody and Big U?
No, never. I spoke on that earlier. I never even met Big U in person. I never even met, you know, I was telling the homie that I be following him online, though. I'm subscribed to his shit, but I always take a look at him. So if I see him in public, I know who he is. Because I never ran across him.
Right. Never. My last question. My last one.
That was your last one, 3 questions ago?
I know. But my brain keeps ticking.
He's trying to get to 6. He gang right now.
Yeah.
I hate you one. Sure had changed since Trump got elected.
In your view, your opinion, the founders, can you name the 5 founders of A-Tray Gangster?
5 founders. Skull, Sidewinder, Hunchy, X-Con, Baycott.
What about Frog?
Big Frog. That's it.
What about Black?
Big Frog was a beast. I wrote about Frog in the book.
What about your boy Black?
Big Frog was a beast.
Black,
I
rest in
read your
peace.
book in '94.
Rest in peace. He died in 70-something.
Give a positive message to the youth.
Hillbilly.
All right. Hey man, as much as I joke around, I'm a humorist, man. You know, I learned by being along in those cells for a long time by myself that I learned to just let my internal characters run around the cell. You know, it kept me company. And you get in touch with your inner self, you start overstanding, man, and damn, man. You know, you cause a lot of destruction, you know? And destruction just for destruction's sake. Man, that's what hurts me the most, man. And people say it's not for a reason, but it's for a reason, but the reasons are just not enough to die for. there ain't enough to kill for. Because, man, you make a permanent decision based on a temporary emotion. You mad at that moment, and yeah, you mad enough to kill him, and you just kill him, but you really ain't a killer, you just got mad. And you didn't have no other recourse. You didn't know how to dial it down and keep face. When I was illiterate and couldn't read or write, I used to fight a lot. Because I didn't know how to say, I'm sorry, or excuse me, or can you please? So I didn't know how to dial it down, man. And so I would fight a lot. So once I learned words, comprehension, and dialogue, that I could be right and he could be wrong, or we both could be right and see different points of view of it. That don't come to necessarily having to go to fisticuffs or shooting somebody. And in the street organization thing, I try to take a different, some of the most standard things that keep me with my head up and my chest out as an adult now, I learned in the gang. The gang ain't all bad. It ain't the gang. We just trying to find our way. In the area that we happen to have friends in. Some of our friends get hurt, so we go back and hurt somebody we think hurt our friends. Then it becomes a standoff because now it's personal. Because he hurt not just the homie, he hurt Fred. And Fred was such and such. And now it's personal. And when I see him, and then it just snowballs. That's how war started. 40 years, us in the 60s, man. So all I want to say, man, I ain't no preacher or nothing. Man, live your life. Me, myself, I'm 56. I'm having a fantastic time. I didn't expect to live this long. If I knew I was going to live this long, I would take better care of myself. I have high blood pressure. That's all I got. You can test my blood, you ain't gonna find nothing but courage in there. But listen, it used to be nothing but just stupidity, bravado, chauvinism, patriarchy, idiocy. I've learned, and I still have more to learn. That's it for me, man.
Being an author, you got another book coming out?
Yeah, I've written. This will be my fourth book. I did a Monster in '93. I did a Thug Life, a novel. I took a shot at the urban shoot 'em up. In 2008, I did a stand-up struggle forward new African revolutionary writers, a nation, class, and patriarchy. In 2013, during the hunger strikes. And so this fourth book is Monster Part 2. It's called One So True, the continuography of Sanyika Shakur. So we looking for it. I dropped it. I gave it to him. I turned it in, so I don't know my schedule or nothing. But it's done. It's
What encouragement would you give to somebody that want to write a book for the first time?
Writing the book is the easy part. Man, writing the book is the easiest part. The hardest part is getting somebody in New York to believe they can make a dime off of it. Because anybody can write a book and publish it yourself and just have it in your hands. Say, look, I wrote a book. Mm-hmm. But is that book out? Where is that motherfucker at? I mean, what I'm saying is, you got to go to the big dudes. They gonna put your book everywhere.
Last question I got. You ever heard of Nine Trey Gangsta Bloods?
The Nine Trey Gangsta Bloods is the biggest blood gang in the United States.
Do you feel like they got some of that out your book?
I don't know. I know they 9 Treys. I seen another set in New York called the 1-8 Treys. 183rd Street. I was like, what the fuck? Well, my thing is, man, sometimes you got to go through turmoil and what looks like chaos and just nothing but bad from the outside. Gangs ain't all bad, man. Sometimes people just need that.